This is the Great Wall I love. Wild, empty, quiet. And today, I'm taking you with me. And Breezy, and a few awesome guests. Sen's very excited because he knows one day he's going to be joining us on the hikes. We often leave just before sunrise to beat the rush hour and make sure we maximise our adventure at the wall. If you're wondering where Breezy is, there he is. I stopped off quickly to get some local street food for everyone, which is the local jianbing, which is basically a Chinese pancake packed full of tastiness. Because I was busy picking up the pancakes, I was a little bit late. You can actually see my driver pulling up as I arrived with the guests and one of my teammates in the car. So I quickly pulled up and jumped in. Depending what sort of mood I'm in, if I've got a bit of work to do, I'll either drive or get my trusty driver, who's a legend, takes us everywhere, all over Beijing. And all right, we're jumping in. Breezy's often a little bit nervous to see new people, but he loves getting in the car because he knows we're going on an adventure. Buckle up and pass the breakfast over to enjoy on the journey through the mountains. And in just over an hour away, we're already hiking in the mountains. One of the many things I like about this hike is it starts with quite a steep incline. So especially in winter, when it's minus temperatures, you get pretty warm pretty quickly. While Breezy's absolutely breezing up, we're often having to climb using our hands to get up at certain points, which is what I really love about hikes like this, really feeling like you're in nature and just pure adventure. Now, we don't always need it, but it's often a good idea to have those break stops. So have a quick break, have a quick drink, have some cherries, and then we're here. This is one of the viewpoints I love the most because after a quite hard, steep climb, you reach the first section of the wall. You can see Breezy far ahead in front of me, actually in sight this time. Often he goes too far, so I can't see him, which I do get a bit scared of, even though it's been countless trips together. But you gotta let him be free and be the white wolf that he is. Now, I want you to really enjoy this slow climb to this first viewpoint because it really is breathtaking. Even just watching the video back, it's incredible. And I don't envy our guests, but I do think it's pretty amazing that their first experience of the Great Wall gets to be this. Which is why I like to let people go in front and lead the pack for a bit to get the full experience, the full adventure. Breezy's always going to be just behind, making sure everyone's okay, so there's no worries. But it's really breathtaking. I mean, you can see the Great Wall there all along the ridge of the mountain. It's just, it really amazes you every time how this was built and how amazing it is that I have this on my doorstep and get to be out here regularly. This is my playground. Very important thing to say. I do feel strongly about this. You've got to look after the wall. Don't leave litter like we do. We'll often take bags with us to clean up litter that other people have left behind. Be very careful, especially of the rocks. You don't want to break anything, damage anything. Just take it all in. One of the sayings I like the most is take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints. And this is really a philosophy that we go by when we go on hikes. You can see Cara in front of me. She's got that rubbish bag attached to her bag because she's been picking up rubbish and litter along the way. And we're almost here at the first watchtower that we get to. And this watchtower obviously is where people would be guarding and making sure the defense of the Great Wall is still working. They'd also be sleeping here, cooking here. So it's basically like a mini house. And then it's not a bad front door to walk out of, is it? So, especially for me, we've got Breezy here and we've got this epic stretch of the Great Wall that you can see all the way. Now, I know this type of adventure is not for everyone. As you can see, there's no one in sight. But if you're watching this video, you've got this far, I assume, and I hope you are a fellow adventurer like me, which is why I'm happy to share this with you. And of course, a special adventure requires special coffee. Now, these are coffees we've actually sourced from southwest China. So we even have this as a little side gig to sell some of the nice coffee beans that we enjoy. And never forget about Breezy. He needs a good feed, especially on these hikes. And yes, he does get fed food and water before me because that's how much I love him. I actually seem to have not brought enough cups, so I decided to use one of these that I feed Breezy in to enjoy my own coffee. Now I'm just explaining to the lads that there's an extension, optional extension of the hike where we go further along to another pretty epic viewpoint, and then we have to come back. So we go down a bit of a steep bit and back up, which is why I make it optional for people. But if you're top adventurers like these guys, we're gonna go for it. Now, I know I've been talking your ear off for quite a while, so I thought I'd just stop for a bit and let you enjoy the views. Let's go. Epic view over the lake is the lakeside part of the Great Wall, which I also like going to, especially with my mum, who obviously can't do these big hikes. It's a really beautiful section, and it's the only tourist ticketed section that allows dogs, which is pretty awesome. And now it's time, finally, for the sausage rolls. These are Sichuan flavoured sausage rolls, which we bake ourselves. So we actually have a small startup baking sausage rolls and sending them out. It's not a plug, but it's to show you how much opportunity there really is in Beijing. So come check it out for yourself. So now it's back over to you to sit back and enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed the adventure, guys, as much as I do every single time. And now we have a nice, calm, warm down hike back to the car. But the adventure often doesn't have to end. So we have additional things that we can do, often go to hot springs. Today, we don't have as much time, so we're just going to go grab a nice coffee. And this cafe, the owners are awesome. They literally came to open just for us. That's the relationships that we've made in Beijing. Coffee is pretty decent. It's so surprising to find more and more cafes like this popping up in mountain villages in the middle of nowhere. Oh, Breezy, I love him. He's a street dog in Beijing, like many dogs that people adopt, and he just brings such joy to our lives. And I'm really surprised. These guests, they're good people, really, because he doesn't often warm to people that quickly. But he did with these guys, so you can tell they're a good group of people. Now I'm jumping off on the highway. This is my drop-off point at home when we get the driver, because it is the easiest. But yeah, you're going to see in a moment. I jump out, and then boom, there's some cars coming round. So got to be a bit careful. But really, Breezy's the street dog. He's the top adventurer, so he's often looking after me. You can never be too careful though, so let's switch him to the inside, especially for this blind bend. Now, we're almost home. Breezy, very well behaved, jumps on the scooter. He's always trying to look out the side to see where we're going. But I can't even explain how he's my best mate. And we arrive home at the same time as my baby and wife. So Breezy's always very happy to see him. Look at this happy chappy. Who wouldn't be happy to see him? Now, it's always really nice getting home. Although I love the adventures more than you can imagine, getting home and just being with the family is really a top part of my adventure. So I hope you enjoyed the journey, guys, and see you on the next adventure.